The Destiny 2 beta is now very much with us, and while you've almost definitely completed the Inverted Spire Strike several times over and played countless matches of multiplayer, there is still a lot more to do. Easter eggs may be slightly thin on the ground at the moment, but of course may be patched in later, but in the meantime there are still an absolute raft of side activities and things to explore. Here's our top 10 rundown of the 10 things you absolutely have to do in the Destiny 2 beta before you die, and then, get resurrected by a ghost a few times. 1. Take a moment to pay your respects to the Sweeper bot. The Sweeper bot has been sweeping that corridor for a very long time, so it's only right that you take a moment to recognise their hard work. Even when the world is ash, you just know the Sweeper bot will still be there, sweeping it away for all eternity, trying to make it just that little bit less ashy. Doesn't it make you feel warm and fuzzy, and not just because literally everything is on fire? 2. Dance everywhere. What better way to celebrate the end of the world than with a lovely bit of dancing? Light waning? Have a samba. Just seen your ghost demise? Foxtrot. Regardless of the situation, Destiny 2 wants you to get your groove on, and the Destiny 2 beta gives you plenty of opportunity to do just that. We recommend having a jig in front of the final boss of the Inverted Spire before running away and playing the floor is lava for a while. 3. Take out an entire Crucible team with a single Nova Bomb. The Voidwalker's new Nova Bomb super is amazing. Bigger and slower than before, at least in the variant that's currently unlocked in the beta. It can now, however, be shot during mid-flight for a huge area effect explosion. It effectively works like a heat-seeking napalm spread made of magic space plasma. If you can get it charged up in PvP, just wait till the whole team is in one place, maybe on a single base, and I guarantee it will be worth it. 4. Absolutely shatter a Cabal Blockade with a charged up grenade. Voidwalkers can also now charge their grenades in exchange for some of the super meter, just by holding down the grenade button for a while before throwing. Found a tough Cabal Blockade full of shields and inconveniently healthy heavies? Of course you have, there are like at least 3 in the Inverted Spire Strike alone. But they need be no problem, simply charge up a Vortex Grenade, throw it into the middle and watch that delicious purple light eat them alive. 5. Make the most of that new Hunter Arcstrider ability. While it's always been ridiculously fun to be a hunter, hello throwing knives and tethering bows, the Arcstrider subclass means you get to hurtle into battle with a spinning staff of arc power. Put simply, it is exhilarating. Arc crackles around you as you spin through enemies like an electric superhero. It also has the added bonus of looking great as everyone else hangs back to give you space as you whirl through the opposition like a big sparky blue version of Donatello. 6. Taking the new, slightly flamier view of the Traveller. It's important to take in the little moments. We've all sat there for a very long time just gazing up at the Traveller from the tower over the years. You know, it's the one Guardian selfie that everyone takes when they first get into Destiny. But just because the sky happens to be on fire now, that doesn't mean you don't have to do the same thing in the Homecoming mission. You just might feel a bit guilty because the entire tower is being smashed to Lego bricks around you. But look! Red. 7. Die at least once on a jumping puzzle. Let's face it, it would not be Destiny if you hadn't died horribly in a jumping puzzle. Whether it's while trying to cross a huge gaping chasm in the Inverted Spire, or simply trying to destroy the exhaust turbines at the end of the Homecoming mission, you are going to jump, and you are almost guaranteed to shuffle off your immortal Guardian coil while doing so at some point. Consider it a rite of passage, and of course, if no one in your team has fallen off yet, it's entirely permissible to shove them over the edge of a platform and dance in victory. Look, rite of passage, it's fine. 8. Find the Fallen, and ponder whether they are actually really fallen at all. Although the Destiny 2 beta focuses primarily on the Cabal and Vex, the Fallen are in there. Well, sort of. The first part of the Inverted Spire Strike takes place in the overworld patrol area of Nessus, meaning that it's actually pretty explorable if slightly locked off in the current beta state. If you take your time and explore off the beaten path at the beginning, you might eventually see a dropship full of Fallen arrive and start fighting the Cabal. Interesting point though, if you get close enough you'll see that none of them actually seem to have 4 arms, and the word Fallen never appears near their health bars. Instead it's replaced with Resilient. So are these perhaps a special die-hard splinter faction in contrast with the rumoured disbanded mainstream Fallen? It's entirely possible. 9. Take a little tour out of bounds. Okay, so you can't actually go very far and there's not much to discover at the moment, but what's a beta test for if not stretching the boundaries of a new game and trying to find all kinds of unfinished and broken stuff to marvel at and point awkwardly towards? Ignore your waypoint at the beginning of the Inverted Spire, go back and to your right and you'll find a huge lake of that weird white Vex goo stuff. A bit of careful jumping and you can get across, and from the other side there are multiple routes, ledges and makeshift platforms to exploit, even if they don't really go anywhere that interesting at the moment. 10. Steal a Pike. It's a little too early to tell at the moment, but pikes might actually be considerably better in Destiny 2. They certainly feel faster and more deadly when you're on the receiving end of an attack. So far we've only found one pack of them, which spawned in at random again near the beginning of the Inverted Spire. Their increased power and speed made them a lot trickier to take down than before, but if you manage it, say by shooting out at the riders or destabilising the bike with a grenade, then you can jump on and taste that power for yourself, until it inevitably explodes as a direct result of the damage you've just done to it.